Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Babe Blog podcast. I am your host, KeTohn, and I'm the CEO and founder of BossBabeBlog.com. So today, I'm getting straight into it, and I'm going to say some things that it's going to hit you here, and in a good way, and it might be in a bad way, depending on what perspective you're coming from. But let's just start. The name of this episode is No More Begging. No begging, okay? Right? I'm going to start with a statement. Some people need to stop making excuses for other people not showing up in their life. And if that is you, I'm going to get even more specific. You need to stop making excuses for other people not showing up correctly in your life. Okay? It doesn't matter who they are. There's 4 different areas of life that I'm talking about right now. Friendship, family, relationship, and business. Stop making excuses for these people. Because at the end of the day, it's going to have you in the same place that you've been, which is depleted, tired, lonely, and unsupported. Okay? Let's start. Family. You have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a business, if you have a mission, and you tell your family about it, and you have to keep telling your family about it, and they still keep choosing to go and support other people that are doing the same thing as you, or shop with other people that are selling the same thing as you, and you're a supportive family member, you're there, you're reliable, you've helped them, you've been positive, you've tried to uplift. You don't have to be perfect, but you're supportive towards them. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Because at the end of the day, somebody who doesn't even know you will step up and support your business like no other. Those are your clients. Those are your tribes. Somebody who doesn't even know you will come to work for your business and show up dressed up with their button-up polo and their slacks and taking it serious. Okay? Why is that? Because sometimes we tend to take people for granted that are close to us. When I say we, I mean some people, because you might not be a person that does that. But if you have family members that you have told about your dreams and your business, stop telling them. Stop it. You already did it once. You treat them like you treat everybody else. Here's my business. Subscribe to my email newsletter. It's their choice on what they want to do. If they're interested in your services, they're going to check you out. Sometimes they are interested in your services, but they still take you for granted. So they're going to go somewhere else and get the services and come back to you 40 years later and be like, hey, do you do this? Stop making excuses. You're going to think of everything you can in the book to make it sound okay for how they treat you or how they conduct business with you. And it's not, okay? So let's stop. To that family member that you said a million times, hey, I got this. I sell this on my website. Did you want it? No more excuses. To that family member that you said, hey, do you think you can subscribe here? Or do you think you could just hop in and show up? No more excuses. Stop. Because they show up for everybody in their life. They show up for a lot of people in their life. You're just not on the list. And once you stop making excuses and you stop prioritizing people that do not support, have your back, or are not loyal to you, you will see that you are a lot happier in your life. That's the first area. Let's move to relationships. Relationships. You can tell someone what your dreams are over and over again, and they have everything that it takes to help you, and they still won't. You know, I've met a lot of people in my lifetime. I had a person tell me straight to my face, with no shame in the moment, I have what it takes to support you. I just don't, because I don't feel like it's worth it. When someone tells you something, take it as a blessing, and now you know how to move with them and how to treat them moving forward, number 1. But number 2, a lot of people will not just straight up tell you that because common sense tells them that I might need this person in the future, or I'm wanting something from this person, so I'm not going to say that I have what it takes to support them and I just choose not to. But you're going to have significant others and people that you would expect to ride for you and be loyal to you not do it, simply out of the fact that they see that you're getting to a better level and they're insecure about where you're going. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to try to make you feel like you're crazy. They're going to try to talk to you like, you're over exaggerating. You got me mixed up with somebody else. It's the truth. If you keep asking somebody over and over again to support you and do for you, and they're not doing it, but you see they're doing for other people who are less loyal to them than you are, it has something to do with the personal issue they have within themselves that they're holding against you, and they don't want to see you win because they have issues they're going through right now. And they need therapy, they need help, and they don't need your support. They need to move on to get that help, and you need to move on to somebody who really wants to support you and see you win. So if you have a partner, stop asking people stuff over and over again. Once they tell you they're not able to do it, move on to the next. Somebody else is gladly able to help you. Okay? Number 1. Number 2, let's just talk about not even business. Let's just talk about relationships in general. You're going to have men and women who will hold things over you because they want to see you beg. Now, when I'm talking, let me be very specific when I say this. This is me saying a partner who sees that you could use support in this area and you have asked them for support and they're still holding it. And they can very well support you, but they're just choosing not to, right? That's what I'm talking about specifically. So that's that partner that has tons of money, right? This is just one example. And they see you working hard. You're supporting them. You're encouraging them. You never ask for anything from them. And if you do, it's your partner. Y'all support each other. But they know you need funding for your business. What do? Hold it over your head. They want to continue to have you beg and ask for it. Instead of saying, here you go, babe. That's one example. Now let's talk about flip the script. That partner that you just need a little bit of encouragement. You just need a little bit of support. You just need somebody to show up for you with a great attitude and be an employee for your business so you can continue to thrive and grow. They know that's all you need. They see where you're going. But instead of her saying, oh, let me go in here and show up for this event and put on my logo and represent for my partner. Oh, I can't do it, or I'm not really feeling it today, or whatever it is. But then you're quick to go out with your friends who don't even have your back like I have your back. That's because they want to hear you beg. She or he wants to hear you beg. Would you please do this? Please, I need you. I need you. They want to hear those words. And guess what we need to do? Stop begging. Say it one time, and if they can't do it, go find another friend who's willing to support you. And if you continue to see that your partner is not able to support you emotionally or however the case is, and they can, and they're just choosing not to because they want you to beg, now it might be time to start transitioning into finding a new partner. Now, I'm not speaking for every relationship, so please don't get off this podcast and be like, Boss Babe Blog told me. Don't do it. I'm talking about a case-by-case scenario where you see that someone is intentionally being selfish with you or intentionally holding back on what you know they are able to provide for you, whether that be emotionally, financially, spiritually, whatever it is. They are holding back with you. They are giving to strangers or other people, and they are waiting for you to beg for it before they actually give it to you. That is not a good partner. In anything, in business, in friendship, in nothing. So that's another example. Friendship. Got some friends, they're going to show up for everything except for what you ask them to show up for, except for what you need them to show up for. Those are those convenient supporters, aka haters. And you keep making excuses for them, and you keep trying to invite them to stuff, and you keep asking them to do stuff. See, the mistake we make a lot of times is not the people we get around, it's how we make excuses for them and we continue to invite them. Once you see that a friend or a family member or a partner is no longer or has never been supporting you or writing for you the way that you're writing for them, stop supporting it and stop enabling them and stop giving them special treatment. Because if a stranger walked up to you and treated you the same way, you will be so quick to turn that stranger away and say, I'm not about to let you treat me like this. But then you have a family member or a friend who's treating you like an option or treating you like to be played with. You're a game or someone to be played with. And you're still giving them chance after chance after chance and continuing to invite them into your circle and giving them access, that level of access that they don't deserve, they have not earned, and they do not appreciate. So it's not them at that point, it's you. Somebody needed to hear that. Now let's get back to this friend. That friend who shows up for every single thing except for things that are important. Yeah, you don't need to beg. They want you to beg. They want you to say, why didn't you come? Or why didn't you do this? Or what's going on? Why? You know your worth. You know what you bring to the table. You know that you've supported them. You are the table. At the end of the day, when you are a loyal person and you are here to see other people win, and all you want to do is see people win, and you don't go out of your way to do negative things or intentionally hurt them, then that's just really not even, that's a personal issue they have within themselves. So when you recognize that, stop inviting that friend to certain things. Stop asking them to help with certain things. Stop telling them information. Stop bringing them into conversations that they don't have an opinion that's of value in. Stop telling them about your dreams, because they're just going to tell you what you don't want to hear that's going to throw you off. And in reality, they need to be supporting you, okay? Last one, business. If someone wants to shop with you, they're going to shop with you. If someone has concerns, they're going to tell you the concerns. Learn to take the feedback and move on to the next person. Would you like this? Yes, no. No? Okay, why is that? Okay, thanks for your feedback. Next, would you like this? Yes, no. And then just make the critiques, just as simple as that. You have some people who are really not your customers or your clients that just want you to do backflips. Oh, can you tell me this? Well, what are the last 3 digits of your license or social security number. They want you to do all kinds of extra stuff that they wouldn't even do for Walmart or Target if they were going in and shopping. They're just going to go shop. So those people are different from the people who genuinely have concerns and they want to know where their money's going, and they want to know that they're going to get, that you're going to be there at the end of the day to fix it or to give them what they ask for. That's what they're concerned about. And I understand that. That's a different kind of customer. But for the people who ask you a million questions underneath the moon and then they waste all your time and stuff, they just want you to give them that extra attention. Stop begging people. Because some people just they love for you to beg. I had a situation where someone asked me a million questions under the sun, even though they knew who I was. They've been using my resources. They shop with me, or not shop with me, but they've been a part of my communities. They asked me a million questions underneath the sun about an item that was less than $15, right? Knowing who I was, still asking me the same questions, still screenshotting, well, what's this and what's that? Knowing who I am. You see me on camera. You ask me questions. I've given you business tips and insight. A million questions underneath the sun to spend less than $15. It's one thing if you're not sure, but it's another thing when you are sure and you just want to play with people's heads or you want to waste people's time. There are people out there who genuinely are tired and bored, and that's what they want to do, waste your time. And then you have your tribe, people who are genuinely wanting to shop with you and have genuine questions and concerns. You have to differentiate the two. The last thing I'm going to leave everyone with is stop making excuses for these people. If you're someone who tends to try to look on the sunny side, keep looking on the sunny side, but also look on the realistic side as well. Look on the sunny side and the rainy side, because the rainy side is going to show you what you want to avoid so you can stay on the sunny side. Okay? So thank you so much for listening. I hope that you took something positive from this. Drop in the comments one experience that you had when it comes to when you realized that you were begging for something and you had to step back and remember your worth. Have a great day. This was the Boss Babe Blog Podcast. Bye-bye.